Hey, welcome to Cinesquad, where we discuss our favorite films that are out now and everything like that. And my name is Chase.
I'm Lawrence.
And so now, I've been waiting for this film, and to come out and everything, and really excited. I was upset that it came out in America about like 2 or 3 weeks earlier.
Oh, wow.
So it forced me to kind of like, not be on the internet as much. But, what I'm talking about, obviously, is Jordan Peele's third in his trilogy of horror films is Nope.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, my first disappointment was I thought Nope would be not of planet Earth.
Yeah. I didn't know what it was about really before,
Nobody did.
When first went into the film, I had a good feeling about that it was about aliens and everything, but I just thought it was kind of interesting, really.
Yeah, the thing about it is, I think what it does is it shows you like the difference of the diversity of filmmakers. It's kind of like when we talk about filmmakers having a style and technique, they have a world view and experience. And so it's kind of like, what if this particular filmmaker was going to make this particular type of film? It's like the same thing, if Quentin Tarantino made a Marvel movie, what kind of Marvel movie would he make? Jordan has been in this horror zone for a while, and he's brought his own nuance to it, from Get Out, to Us and everything. But what I'm really more impressed about is his work on the Twilight Zone TV series.
Oh, okay.
He was producing. He did 2 seasons of the Twilight Zone.
Oh, wow.
Within the pandemic times and everything else like that. So so when it was going to be, so now he's going to go alien.
Yeah.
You're going to go full alien? Yeah, you're going to go alien. It was like, okay, let's see what you do. So as a African American filmmaker, he's going to bring that nuance to the story, through the actors and through the experience.
Yeah.
So, what he decided to do was he decided to look at, what was it, their great-grandfather was, the first cowboy, or...
I think it was, the first, cowboy... Hollywood horse guy,
horse trainer, there was a black stuntman group that was made in the 60s, because of footballers and everything else like that, and they needed to actually create a Black Stuntmen's Association. But before then, supposedly, when they were doing cowboy and Indian stories, and they had Buffalo Soldiers, and they had black characters, there was a black horse trainer. Now the thing about this is, what's interesting is, people like Nat Turner and everything, who used to do lassos and cow handling. The name or the term cowboy is actually dedicated to the black man who had to tend to the cows.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's like so how you have horse wranglers, and everything, and then so what you do is you have hey, go get the cowboy over there to wrangle the cows in. But what it was that you would have the name rustlers, ranchers, right? So it didn't sound right? Ranchers and Indians. Wranglers and Indians. That a cowboy thing on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cowboys and Indians. Yeah, that sounds cool. So they took the derogatory term and made it a good term for like white cowboys and hats and stuff. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, so the movie opens up on his brother and sister whose father, or no, whose great grandfather was one of the first horse wranglers. You know, and did it like professionally for Hollywood.
Yeah.
And stuff like that and everything. And, you know, that was like an interesting touch, right? Where as a family legacy, they're still doing it. They're still providing horses for, you know, Hollywood films and stuff like that, you know. And so, I mean, like, what was interesting is like, what's the guy's name? OJ, yeah, but I mean, it was on the Kaluuya, Daniel Kaluuya, I think it is, yeah. But OJ, yeah, he gave up Black Panther 2 to do this, right? So, like, which was interesting. It's like, you know, his loyalty had to split. You know, it's like, Black Panther 2 or this film and everything. But the character of OJ, like did you say, is that, you know, very kind of like strong and silent type. Doesn't say much, you know, and everything. So he's just kind of like that's why, like in that green screen shot, you know, that's in the trailer, he's just, you know, but while his sister's very verbose.
Yeah, I like the sister. Yeah, she was like proper like a hype person, really, and like proper strong. And I was like, she is fun, really. Yeah,
they're two opposites, two geese of opposites, and stuff like that, you know. And so basically, I think the film starts though like with OJ and their dad, played by the fantastic Keith David. You know, on the farm and stuff. And all of a sudden, you know, something's weird out there.
Yeah.
You know, and everything. And, you know, like every so often, you know, stuff falls from the sky and everything. And his dad gets hit by something.
Yeah.
And everything and falls off his horse. So he's like, whoa, what's going on? And they take him to the hospital. And, you know, and he's in the hospital for a minute, but doesn't last. And, you know, but they don't know like what actually had happened, you know, but there's just something strange out there. You know, it's like something strange in the neighborhood, you know, and stuff. And, you know, so that's how like the movie begins with that. But then also too is there's a strange, they decided like, Jordan decided to give us a strange backstory opening, which I thought really didn't go anywhere.
With the monkey.
With the TV show.
That was disturbing. I'm going to be honest with you here. As soon as I saw...
Everybody talks about the monkey.
Like, I was probably disturbed by it. Like, I was like, what's going on here? Like, if I was in a room with a monkey and that happened, I'm heading straight out the door.
Well, you know, like, the thing about it is like... you know, I heard about this scene, and I couldn't watch it because I needed to wait for the movie to come out. You know, but I heard, oh, the monkey, that's really disturbing. I was like, oh, God, what's happening? What's going on? You know, and like, so supposedly, and this is what Americans do all the time, right? So supposedly there was a TV show, a family TV show with a diverse family, because like it's like white parents with an Asian kid. Played by the younger Stephen Ewan's character. Yeah. And they had a monkey. You know, they had a pet chimpanzee, was supposed to be, and everything. And I think the show was named after him, like Gordon and Me or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. And but one day, you know, it's the monkey's birthday, and then like it was supposed to be that, you know, hey, you know, you think you got a trained animal and stuff like that. And the animal just attacks everyone. Yeah. You know, and like, you know, they only give us like a semblance of it at first. You know, we don't get the full version until, you know, a bit later on. But what I thought was really interesting is like in the credits, I saw the name Terry Notary. Oh, okay. So, do you not know the name? No. So, Terry Notary is like the, wow, you should say. He's like the monkey specialist for the Planet of the Apes movies. Oh, okay. So, he's the guy who trains the actors how to move and, you know, like a monkey and all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah, I had the feeling it's Planet of the Apes had something to do with this because, like, when I saw the opening scene of the monkey, I was like, "What in the Planet of the Apes is this shit?" I was like, so
well,
confused.
because it's not a real monkey. It was a guy in a monkey suit, kind of thing like that. So, like, you know, but yeah, so that was Terry Notary. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, I know something's gonna happen with this monkey. I don't know what, and stuff. But yeah, so they give us these two stories. So you got the brother and sister whose, you know, family lineage was horse trading, and you got this kid in this TV show where the monkey attacks. But so what happens is that so now in the present day, that kid has his own farm, right, which is next to theirs and everything. What is it called? Jupiter's
Land, I think.
Jupiter's Claim or something like that.
Jupiter's Ranch, I think it was.
Yeah,
something like that.
Claim, yeah, and stuff. And but I was really surprised because you know, especially with the lead up to this thing, I thought that Stevie Ewan was going to have a much bigger character.
Yeah,
you know, I was really actually surprised. Like, you know, like he was like in the, you know, the press junkets and all that.
Yeah.
And they worked together before, but I thought he was going to have a bigger thing. But, you know, so basically he knows that there's something up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, you know, so we don't know as of yet what it is, but like what he needs is horses.
Yeah. So
he gets horses from, you know, OJ and stuff. You know what I mean? And everything. So you go, okay, all right, and stuff. So like, you know, so basically, you know, like he gets a horse for his show, and he got flyers out and everything and stuff like that. So, you know, so pretty much now what's happening is that, like, they are suspecting that there's something up in the clouds, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, like, I remember, like
the cloud doesn't move or something like that?
Yeah, like, the cloud was, like, in the same place for, like, about 6 months, something they said. So, like, I don't know how they didn't notice this stuff, but, like, you know.
Oh, you didn't know what? I mean, how you gonna notice? You look up or you don't look up. I mean, like now. I mean, that was supposedly like one of the things that they say in the trailer is like, you know, don't look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but you know, eventually you do. You go, what was that? You know what I mean? and stuff. So like, there's some sorceress like thing up there.
Yeah.
Hiding in the clouds and stuff. And like, if you look at it, you know, then it'll take you away or something.
Yeah.
And everything. So you're like, okay. So the sister is thinking, yeah, we're going to need to get a shot of this. You need an Oprah shot.
Yeah.
You know, because basically they're dying farm, whatever, so they need money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like how they brought, like, when they went to the, that, like, UFO superstore and they, like, brought that guy in, you know, to do the cameras and everything. Like,
yeah, I mean, you know, it was weird because that guy, he's like a new actor and stuff like that. But, you know, in the trailer, like when it was just a trailer, I thought it was played by Dax Shepard. I was expecting to see Dax Shepard, you know, who's like married to the girl from Veronica Mars and stuff. But, like, it's not him. You know, but, yeah, he was like, yeah, man, I'm like a UFO enthusiast. Please tell me it's a UFO.
Yeah.
You know, I'll set all this stuff up for you for nothing. You know what I mean? And stuff. So when they set up the cameras and everything, they managed to capture something moving.
Yeah.
So they know something's out there. They don't know what it is, but they know something's out there and stuff like that. And everything. So then we get to Jupiter's show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is where I was like thinking, like, I thought there would have been much more to this because you've seen it in the trailer and all that kind of stuff like that. But I think before we get to Jupiter show, we got to see what the monkey did.
Yeah. It's been the holy hell of everyone to death, really.
Well, especially the sister's character.
Yeah, literally, like, I had, like, you know, her, like, you know, struggling to breathe and everything. And I was like, Jesus, this is getting a bit dark here.
Yeah, so I mean, like, we see in the trailer, right? We see this woman at the show, she got this veil over her face and everything, and then like we see like the wind blowing, and then like her whole face, it's like her whole jaw is like busted up and stuff. So we don't know if she's an alien or whatever, because we don't know what this movie's about.
Yeah.
But it turns out that when she was the child actress, the monkey bashed her face in.
Yeah.
And everything, and you could just see he was like bashing her behind the couch, and her feet were moving and stuff. It was horrible and stuff like that, Now the thing about it is, what I'm just trying to say is, it's a terrible story, right? But it doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't really add to the plot, except for to give us that creepy looking face.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was like, to me, I'm starting to get a little disappointed here.
Yeah.
Right, because I'm like, I don't understand where this story is going. And like so so he's got a family, right? And like basically he's got kids who like dress up in like dark outfits and stuff like that. Like, not gonna say like monkey outfits.
Yeah,
but like they go out to the farm. Remember? Like,
yeah, and then this was like, actually this was a really funny part, like where OJ just punches the kid out of like because he was scared, and I was just laughing my head off. It was really funny, and but like I literally thought they were like actual like the actual like aliens.
No, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, what are you doing? But like, what's funny is that when he sees them, when OJ sees them, right, he go, oh, nope. Yeah. And there are several times, I mean, Kiki does it too, and some nope,
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, this is not the reason for the title, is it, bro? Now I do realize that is a common thing, a trope that black people will be like, if you go into a haunted house, you hear "get out," you go, okay, nope, I'm out of here. Right? And that's kind of like how they react. The brother and sister react, like when they see something, they go, oh, nope, And I'm like, that's not really. You're not really basing your title on that, are you, there, bro?
Yeah.
I guess he is though, because then I'm just kind of like, oh, again, another disappointing thing. So, yeah, so now we're back to the show and everything. So basically, Jupiter knows at a time that this alien force comes, right? And what he does is he feeds it.
Yeah.
So he feeds it the horse that he has in the cage, right? So he's having this show, he's talking to the audience, and so he wants the audience to see the horse get snatched up.
Yeah.
Right? Now, he's acting like he's done this before. Yeah? And everything else like that. So, he only got like maybe about 10, 15 people in the audience.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. But then he said, oh, they're early.
Yeah.
All right, okay, people, I guess we're going to start the show early and everything. Because maybe it's hungry.
Yeah.
Or hungrier. That it usually is. And so you got all these rising up shots, sucking up shots and everything, and you got the the ship coming and everything, and you're like, wait a minute, man, okay, this is not going as expected.
Yeah.
And then you get like that horrible like shot of like people flying up inside.
Yeah, like I that when I saw that, I literally thought like, is that like what it was like? I thought it was like, that's what like what would actually look like inside of like like a UFO, like could that like what could it be like, just be grabbed up by some unknown like species, really.
Right. So instead of like because like it opens up, and then instead of it's just like a tractor beam or a sucking force, and you go inside the ship. It actually was going inside more of the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Meaning that the ship is not a ship, but it's some kind of organic being.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was kind of weird, like, because, like, you don't know, like, why they're there to, like, eat up people, like, you don't know the reason behind its actions, really, so,
no, but they were saying that, like, the sky, it's a mystery like the ocean,
Yeah.
right? And so the saying is like just like under the ocean you have like jellyfish and octopi and all that kind of stuff. Here in the sky you have the same type of organic being, but that just happens to be its environment up there.
Yeah.
You know, and everything like that. And like so when it was swallowing people up in that disgusting way that we saw it, it was kind of like the way snakes or even gerbils or whatever swallow creatures whole.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what it was that you're looking at, and that's what was really disgusting about it is like these creatures like eating people. It ate like about 50 people. I don't know, you know, swallowing people whole and stuff like that. You know, and you see like they're all bloody and so that was really like horrifying and stuff. And but so it's like you're dealing with more of an organic beast than you are with a metal ship.
Yeah.
With aliens inside of it, you know, and ETs and stuff.
What I found about, you know, about like near the ending really, when it was in its like final form, it just looked kind of like, you know, like because it's obviously it's meant to be like CGI and everything. Like I feel like in the like final few moments of the film where it's in its final form, it looked the CGI in it looked too much, you know, unrealistic to me because it had like, you know, those weird cloths on it and everything. And
it was like a Madala painting, you know, and everything like
to
that.
me it just looked like a Final Fantasy boss.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, so then you had like your final character of the photographer.
Oh yeah.
Right. So like they had gotten fired from this Hollywood set. And everything, but there was a photographer who was like supposed to be one of like the best kind of like get the shot. You know, I have this like special camera because I think what it was you couldn't have metal or something like that, you know, and everything like that, like and everything. So he had a camera that wasn't like a metal camera kind of thing. Like so anyway, so I forgot his name and everything like that. But so he comes in, and for some reason he's wearing a skirt.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird.
Well, it's different.
Yeah.
It's a choice, man. It's a choice, bro. And stuff. And, you know, but like, no, because they're supposed to be about like, it rejects metal. Right? And everything like that. Yeah. But, so when he realizes, okay, there is a ship out there, you know, and he's trying to get the shot, he's trying to get on the thing, trying to get the shot and stuff. But then, like, it looks like he purposely sacrifices himself. Yeah. Because he wants to get the inside of whatever it is. Yeah. So he's rolling as it takes him away. Rolling and everything. So it's supposed to be one of those things where it might, because what the creature seems to do is it seems to like shit out its remains like after it's done. So like it rains down, you know, objects and everything like that, yeah, including blood. Like at that one time that night when you said rain blood on the house.
Yeah, that was really scary. That like
disgusting.
Yeah,
you know, so it does that too. So you would have figured that, you know, there would be a time afterwards where his camera would probably come out and you know, get to see the inside, you know, who knows, and stuff, you know. But you know, either way is that it just seems like, you know, when we have these impossible task films where man versus nature or the beast or whatever, you know what I mean, and it's like a David and Goliath kind of scenario. I mean, you know, it's like just like when it's chasing OJ. Right, you know, and everything like that. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, well, no point in stopping. You know, race with the devil, bro. Go as best you can. But I'm glad that they didn't destroy the beast. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. You know, did they? No, they didn't.
Well, it was near the ending with OJ's sister. Like, I liked how, like, you know, she when the beast can't, you know, eat metal, but it like sort of got damaged from where OG's sister used the that big balloon of that character.
Yeah, it was like
yeah, and
like a Paul Bunyan balloon kind of thing.
Yeah, and like I like how she also used the well to like put money in so she could take pictures of like proof that like there's like something out there. Really.
Yeah, so they got a shot of it. Yeah, but I mean, like, it wasn't destroyed though, was it?
I think.
Wasn't it destroyed? Maybe it was.
I don't think it was destroyed, but I think it took lots of damage.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's still out there, but then like it's injured, so like I feel like it might come back for revenge. Like like, oh, you try to kill me, I'm gonna kill you all, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's that thing like where you try to throw the oxygen tank into George's mouth.
Yeah,
and he chomps on it and it blows up. I mean, so there was no big explosion, is what I'm trying to say. There was like, like you could choke the beast maybe, but it wasn't like it fell to earth or anything like that. It's like, yeah, I got you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like that and stuff. Just like the TV guy wrapped himself in the barbed wire, so that way it wouldn't take him away and stuff, because the metal and stuff. So. I mean, like, our heroes managed to survive, except for OJ, because there's that shot. Like, it was like OJ sacrificed himself for his sister.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but then she sees him, like, in the wind, whatever. Remember in that final shot in the wind?
Yeah.
So, some people were saying, is he alive? I don't think he's alive. That was just a fantasy image of, like, seeing him and something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's stuff I mean the film was where the TMZ guy got like,
TMZ guy with the metal helmet.
Yeah, that's like I'm just like TMZ like I know TMZ is like a certain company, but like I'm not a big fan of them really. Like they just like poke their noses into other people's business and
exactly. They're not really that cool.
Yeah,
and everything, but then they were just calling him a TMZ guy.
Yeah,
but like no, he got it too. But so overall, what did you think? Did you like the film?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, like there was some like scenes that probably like would disturb me or anything, but like overall I really enjoyed the film.
I mean, I guess I could say, I mean, like, it had its overall disgusting moments.
Yeah.
It was a very different alien spacecraft movie, but it was just a matter of like, I just thought that there were elements that were set up that went nowhere, and I don't like that. I don't like dead plots and stuff that dangle, and and everything. I don't know. I was overall I was disappointed. I wanted to see this and I wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And everything, like if I compare it to the other two, I mean, I guess I could just say it's better than Us because I didn't really get through Us. You know what I mean? But it's not better than Get Out, But it's just that because Jordan is being touted as this like auteur, this like, like this, and I want him to be, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm like, I think he needs a producer that can kind of like wrangle him a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's opposed to just go, do whatever you want. Whatever you're doing is working.
Yeah.
But it's working. You know what I mean? I'd rather be like, I don't know, man, does that really work? And stuff. What else could we do here? But let's just leave it where it is. He's very original. So in that aspect, I guess that would have to be what really works for him. Is that he's not, you can't pigeonhole him.
No, it's let him do his own thing and see if you like it or not.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that's us looking at Nope.
Yeah.
and everything. And I'm Chase.
I'm Lawrence.
And until the next time, we'll see you at the movies.
Yep.
All right.